On camera.
We are on the air.
And we go.
All my colleagues were on my user types, which was a what I brought forward. There's no Okay, good. Thanks.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. The August 8th, 2017 meeting of the City of Rolling Meadows City Council is now in session. Will we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before the clerk calls the roll, we do have two members that are absent tonight. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Cannon? Here. Hill is absent. Majikis? Here. Gallo is absent. Banger?
Here.
Diastis?
Here.
Vimas?
Here. With five present, we do have a quorum. Motion deviate. We have motion deviate.
No.
We don't. Well, with the mayor's report this morning, it's been a busy 2 weeks in Rolling Meadows. First off, for those of you that did attend, we had the National Night Out bike ride. I do want to give Mr. Banger a pat on the back because even though he had mechanical difficulties and rebuilt his bike, he still did make the last half, so gung-ho. And then also, we did have Corn Fest.
Get into the minutes.
Pardon me. Oh, my mayor's.
Oh.
Are you? Oh. Thank you, Ms. Clerk. Thank you. The first order of business is to approve the minutes from the July 18, 2017 Committee of the Whole meeting and July 25th, 2017 Council meeting. Is there a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Alderman Majikis has said that. Banger has seconded him and made the motion. Are there any corrections, additions, or deletions to these minutes? Seeing none, the question is, shall the minutes be approved? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, and the minutes are approved. Do apologize. I was just so excited with all the activities that are happening here in Meadows. And after the National Night Out, we did a National Night Out bike ride. We did have the National Night Out event. It was very well attended. Everyone was there. It was a great time. We also had the week of Corn Fest. For those of you, it was the 60th year for our community church. And we wound up, for the first time in the history of Corn Fest, they ran out of hamburgers and corn for the first time in 60 years. Wow. So it was a great event. They wanted to, had the opportunity to be there. Also, I had the opportunity on Sunday, they do a inter-city community church event where all the churches in the community come together under that big top that's still there. So I had the opportunity to attend and also to participate in that. So that was another great evening. And I'm also looking forward to Friday night, which is Wind Down by the Creek. So are there any board reports?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you turned your head. I had just spoke with Chief Nowacki, but I just want to let the resident know that I spoke to today that called me regarding issues of people kind of panhandling in the Myers parking lot. Just watch your surroundings. Just be careful of what you do. Keep an eye on your things. And if you have any issues or anything, reach out to myself or obviously Chief Nowacki because they're on top of things. Thank you.
Are there any other ward reports? Thank you. We have two ordinances in for the second reading. The first ordinance is ordinance number 17-25, grant final approval of a special use for the redevelopment of property located at 2765 Algonquin Road at Fuller's Car Wash. This property at 2765 Algonquin Road, formerly operated as Ritzy's Restaurant and currently a vacant building, is being proposed to be completely redeveloped as Fuller's Car Wash, which is inclusive of an automatic tunnel car wash, 12 auxiliary self-operated outdoor vacuums. As its meeting held on Wednesday, July 5th, 2017, the Planning and Zoning Commission gave unanimous approval to the proposal redevelopment with conditions.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to adopt this ordinance?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Diastis has made the motion. Mr. Veenbos has seconded the motion. Is there any discussion? Yes, Mr. Diastis.
Yes, I would like to make a motion to amend, remove item E.
E.
We're on the ordinances.
We're on the ordinances.
Yeah. Ordinance A, we're on A. Letter
section
E
2.
in the ordinance.
B.
It's in section 2,
letter
page
E.
44.
I thought you were talking about the resolution.
Oh, no.
E.
Resolution.
All right.
Okay. Is there any discussion?
I second it.
Okay, I'm sorry, second it. Go ahead. Any discussion?
My point here is that there are no other businesses that are restricted to having any left turns, and I think it would do the car wash well to let them know that the council doesn't agree with that. So I am totally against that. I want to make my motion to amend that. Make my motion to amend the ordinance by removing section E.
Okay.
Try to say that fast 3 times.
Second?
I did already.
Okay, and discussion?
That was the discussion.
Yes.
I would just like to go along with Mr. Diastis. I just think it's kind of overkill at this point. I think if after they open, we find out there's some issues there, maybe we can revisit at a later date. But I think at this point, it might actually have a detriment to their business. And I guess the other thing that I would just point out, there's other existing businesses that are back that already that use that street on a daily basis, some with trailers, in fact, that seem to pull out of there all the time with no issues. So I just don't think there's a need for it at the moment, in my opinion. So I'm just supporting Mr. Diastis' getting rid of it. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Mr. Veenbos.
Yeah, I've thought this through also, and this was brought to our attention at a previous meeting, so I'm also fine with this removal of this section of this resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Veenbos. Any other discussion?
And then we need a vote.
Yes, call the roll. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Majikis?
Yes.
Baner?
Yes.
Diastis?
Yes.
Veenbos?
Yes.
Cannon?
Me too.
So the
With-
amendment passes.
The amendment passes.
Now we go back to the regular,
So now
if there's any more discussion.
is there any more discussion on the original? Yes, Mr. Diastis.
Yes, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Fuller's and wish you long and success over on Algonquin Road. Glad to have you with us. Thank you very much. As your alderman.
Do we have any other discussion? Then we need a vote to approve as amended.
Did we make a motion to adopt the ordinance as amended?
A motion to adopt and approve as amended.
Okay, so they did.
Yes.
All right. Baner?
Yes.
Diastis?
Yes.
Veenbos?
Yes.
Cannon?
Yes.
Majikis?
Yes.
With 5 approving and no nays, the ordinance is approved. Ordinance B, number 17-26, designate an area as blighted and in need of development, the Holiday Inn property. This ordinance, if adopted, would find that Holiday Inn property is blighted and in need of a development. Is there a motion to adopt that ordinance?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Diastis has made the motion. Is there a second? Mr. Veenbos has made the second. Is there any discussion? Mr. Diastis.
As the alderman of the 6th Ward, the Holiday Inn has served our city well for many years, and now they've decided it's time to move on because of the building, the blight, and everything else. So I'm absolutely in favor of this and would strongly recommend the council give approval to this.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll then?
Diestis?
Yes.
Veenbos?
Yes.
Cannon?
Yes.
Majikis?
Yes.
Baner?
Yes.
Okay. This brings the council to new business, the motion to approve the bills on the warrants for 8/8/17. The next item of business is a motion to approve as presented by the Finance Department. Is there a motion to approve the warrants? Mr. Baner has made that motion. Second. Mr. Veenbos has seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, the question, shall the warrant be approved? The clerk, please call the roll.
Veenbos?
Yes.
Cannon?
Yes.
Majikis?
Yes.
Baner?
Yes.
Diestis?
Yes.
The next item on the agenda consists of 4 items, D through G, but E has already been taken off. So,
No.
No.
E was the amendment on the
the
ordinance.
amendment, so. Does any amendment wish to remove, does any alderman wish to remove an item from the consent agenda for resolutions? Seeing none, the chair declares as an order for one motion to consider all four resolutions in one motion without a debate. Is there such a motion? Mr. Cannon has made the motion.
Second.
Second is okay. The question is, shall all 4 resolutions be adopted? First one is resolution number 17-R96, support of Cook County 7B classification tax incentive on behalf of 3405 and 3477 West Algonquin Road for Rolling Meadows Properties, LLC. The resolution, if adopted, would recommend approval of a 7B incentive by the Cook County record for the Holiday Inn property, which was recently discussed at the last committee of the whole meeting. E was... Resolution E, number 17-R97, approve the plot of dedication for the right-of-way and the road dedication for the Squibb Avenue and Apollo Drive from Wake High. The resolution, if adopted, would approve the City of Rolling Meadows' approval to the proposed plot of dedication for the approval of a public street on Squibb Avenue west of Apollo Drive for roadway widening and reconstructing, along with the dedication of additional right-of-way along with the west side of Apollo Drive and roadway agreement between the City of Rolling Meadows and Weichai American Corporation. F, resolution of number 17-R-98, approve the purchase of an air compressor. The resolution, if adopted, would authorize the purchase of a new 2017 portable air compressor for the Public Works Department. The equipment has been reviewed and supported for by the replacement by the Vehicle Replacement Committee. G, award a contract for engineering services for bridge inspections. You are being asked to approve a resolution that would authorize an engineering services contract to be awarded for the biannual inspection of 7 roadway bridges in the City of Rolling Meadows per requirements of IDOT. Again, the question, shall all 4 of these resolutions be adopted? The clerk will please call the roll.
Cannon?
Yes.
Majikis?
Yes.
Baner?
Yes.
Diestis?
Yes.
Veenbos?
Yes.
With 5 in favor and 0 opposed, the motion does pass. This brings the council to other business and reports. James Redmond to the Police Pension Board. I did have the opportunity to interview and speak with this gentleman. He's been very dedicated to the pension board, and so I'm asking, is there a motion to approve this appointment?
So, Mayor.
Alderman Majikis, Alderman Veenbos has seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, is the question, shall the appointment be approved? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The appointment is approved. Does the city clerk have a report?
No, Mr. Mayor.
That brings us to city staff reports. The community items of interest. Mr. Cromstock.
Thank you very much, Mayor and City Council. I actually have the next 3. But topics to mention, we do, as the Mayor mentioned, we do want to thank everybody who attended the community bike ride on Saturday, July 31st. We also would like to thank everybody who made it to the Tuesday, August 1st National Night Out. A special thank you goes to Commander John Searcher, Sergeant John Manfredi, Police Officer Carlos Saez, and Police Assistant Marina Sullivan. The work that they really did on the bike ride and National Night Out really was phenomenal this year. It actually grew exponentially. And as you know, there were a lot of parking spots utilized for this year. We hope to see everybody next year. And again, the reminder for that is that National Night Out is held the first Tuesday in August. Coming up, and we do have a report coming real soon, that's number 4 on the staff report, is this Friday, August 11th, is the 3rd annual Wind Down by the Creek. And we will let Ms. Cizek do that as staff report number 4. But again, we do hope that everybody does come to this family-friendly event. Even though we do call it Wind Down by the Creek, we do have music and other activities set up for that. We do have the Cook County Tax Appeal Board of Review will be conducting an outreach meeting that will be held here in the council chambers on Thursday, August 24th. It's from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. If you missed the Saturday, July 22nd Farmers and Food Truck event, the next one is scheduled to happen on Saturday, August 26th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. here at the City Hall parking lot. We do want to mention that the 10th annual duck race will be held on Friday, September 8th. This year's race is still sponsored by the city's Environmental Committee, Rotary Club of Rolling Meadows, and obviously the Rolling Meadows Park District, so in the foundation actually. But we do have this scheduled on September 8th. It will be at the bridge over the creek, which is really good because it's right by Kimball Hill Park. So that's also our night that we will be doing our last Friday rocks. So you can watch the ducks go down the creek. You can listen to some good music that's going on for this event. And again, that is Friday, September 8th at Kimball Hill Park. The featured band is Heartache Tonight. It is scheduled to play from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Trust me, the ducks don't take 3 hours to go down the creek, so it is a quick race for them. The reminder for that is also school will be opening soon, so please drive carefully. We do recommend if you're shopping for school supplies between the Dollar Tree, Walmart, Jewel, Myers, it would be great that you shop and dine in Rolling Meadows. Obviously, the next thing that we do want to mention is that the Meadows Cruise continue all the way through Friday, September 1st. Please join them on Friday nights from 5 to 8 p.m. at 2401 Kirchhoff Road. And again, if you want additional information, we do have their website on. We do want to recommend, obviously, you know, from National Night Out, another event that we do mention periodically is that if you do have a crime tip or information that may help the Rolling Meadows Police, please contact the Rolling Meadows Crime Stoppers at 1-847-590-7867 or 1-847-59-STOP, S-T-O-P. The other item that is not in the full packet, but obviously we are starting to announce, is that Fire Chief Scott Fransgrove will be retiring, and you will see him all the way through September 29th, and then he'll come back and visit. You know how these retirees are. They do come by. But we do wish him the best. We do have, obviously, 2 more months with him, and Deputy Fire Chief Terry Valentino will be taking over on September 30th. But we will have, obviously, more information about this soon, and we wish him the best.
Presentation of the August 15th Committee of the Whole agenda.
We do have 4 items that are actually scheduled, plus 1 closed session. The CIP, which I'll mention a little bit more in the next staff report, will be the first item discussed like we usually do with the City Council. Understanding bonds will be discussed, and also where the city is sort of leaning and discussions have gone with, but that will be a discussion number 2, and then bring back from the last Committee of the Whole the refuse fund and the local road fund. And then we do have a closed session regarding land acquisition coming for that night too.
Mr. Kronstrup, the CIP.
The third staff report, before we do turn it over to Mrs. Cizek over there, is actually regarding the CIP. It was available on our website. It will be discussed at the Committee of the Whole. We do want to remind people that the Ad hoc Capital Improvement Committee has discussed it, and we do appreciate everybody who's on the committee, and we'll have more information on that. We do want to remind residents, and obviously the City Council knows this is only a snapshot. It's a great way of looking at what we can do and what we have planned, or what we can actually think out a 5-year, 10-year plan. But not every request that is actually in the CIP will make it into the 2018 budget or future budgets. But it is a moving document, it's a live document. It is the first discussion that we will have regarding some of our items, but that is one of the major discussions for the August 15th Committee of the Whole meeting. And then obviously at the August 22nd City Council meeting, you will see the release of the 2018 budget. But for residents, and obviously the City Council knows, that September 19th, that Committee of the Whole meeting is really the first meeting that we actually talk about the 2018 budget. So that would be the third staff report.
And I gather we go to Ms. Zizak. Drum roll.
Thank you, Mayor. Wind Down by the Creek is back again this year and better than ever. We are thrilled to have Ben Franklin Bank at 3266 Kirchhoff Road as our major sponsor for another year of this popular music fest. This event is free and family friendly and will be held this Friday, August 11th from 6 to 11 p.m. at Kimball Hill Park. The popular band Centerfold will play songs from all decades from 7 to 10 p.m., while the Stadium Sports Club will provide a fine selection of wine and beer to please many tastes. Drinks will be $5 each, and you must be 21 years or older to purchase and drink alcohol. Food trucks such as famous Frankie's Hot Dogs, Chicago Mobile Pizza, Rogue Curbside Kitchen, and Classic Creations Natural Fruit Bars will be on site with delicious fares, or bring your own picnic to enjoy with family and friends. Thank you to the Rolling Meadows Chamber of Commerce, Park District, Community Events Foundation, and the City of Rolling Meadows for your partnership to bring this event to our residents. So grab your lawn chair and blanket and get ready for a summer celebration at the 3rd annual Wind Down by the Creek. All proceeds from this event will support future community events like this in Rolling Meadows. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Zizak. Are there any other matters not on the agenda this evening? Yes, Alderman Cannon.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just two quick things. I'd just like to do a shout out to Mr. Steve Hollish, who is the gentleman, our resident, is on the Economic Development Committee that pointed out the issue with the turn lane at Fuller's. I appreciate him pointing it out to all of us, because I think it was a thing that we think all of us think is a good idea to get rid of. The other thing that I would like to ask for a report from staff. In the early spring, we passed a rule drastically reducing building fees for people who knocked down their homes or made major additions to their home. And I haven't seen a lot of things out there published about it, and they may very well have been. I guess I would just like to find out who we have contacted and where. I mean, I think it's really an important issue, and I think we're still failing relative to our neighbors of getting people to knock down their houses and build nicer, newer homes to benefit everybody in the city. So I guess I would like to get a report as quickly as possible. I've asked for one of these before, and I haven't really received anything. So again, I think I'd like to see it spelled out exactly what we've done.
Thank you, Mr. Cannon. Mr. Crumstock, maybe we just note staff letter in the packet. Thank you. Any other not on the agenda? The one item I have is just a reminder is that we will be talking about bonds and capital projects next week, and I've asked folks to stop by and have set up a meeting with staff ahead of time. So just so that everyone has a heads up and we're on the same page. So need a motion to adjourn. Mr. Cannon's made it, and Mr. Banjer seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.